Hi, my name is Nora, and I ditched the dating apps and took kind of an untraditional approach to dating. I decided to write a letter to 94 of my friends because I had a feeling that they would know somebody who knew somebody for me. You have been specifically and specially chosen for this email, and ultimately finding a partner is a numbers game, so participation is super key. If you follow these 2 easy steps, this will take you less than 3 minutes. But you have to do it right now or the task may fall to the wayside. I pressed send and waited and just really hoped that I would find my person.
Now, say hello to Nora and our love life expert, Matthew Hussey. Nora and I know each other because Nora was the recipe developer for the cookbook that Pilar Valdez and I wrote together called Rebel Homemaker. And that's how I'm lucky enough to be privy to this adventure you went on. So, Nora, why the letter?
I just wanted to put everything out there and try something new because I love my friends. And that's how I wanted to find my person, through my friends or through their friends, through friends of friends or their friends.
So your letter, which I have read multiple times, has sort of a call to action, if you will. And good news, it turns out, not to bury the lead, but one of the friends that she sent the letter to is a woman named Ember. And Ember introduced Nora to someone. And before I tell you how that went, Matthew, I'd love to know what your thoughts are on Nora's idea.
I personally, I love anything that brings the search for love out of the shadows. To me, bringing that out into the open and being able to make a statement of intent, whether it's in a letter to 94 people or whether it's just to a friend we're having lunch with, that, you know what, I am looking for love. And one of the really interesting things is that when I read your story and I heard that the person who eventually you ended up with came from the newest friend among the 94 people you sent it to, that's really interesting.
And the other thing that's interesting is that I had this feeling that she was going to be the connector.
So this is my friend Ember, who I've worked with for 25 years. We're friends, we're colleagues. She works at Flower Films too. But Ember introduced Nora to someone that she knew. And what are the results of that, Nora?
It's been 3.5 years, and it's...
You just bought a house together?
We did. We did.
I think, Matthew, what you discerned from it, too, was that the fact that she was the newest friend. I didn't even think about that.
There's something so important about that detail, because a lot of people in this room right now are thinking, if I wrote this letter, who would I send it to? And you're thinking, like, many of the people I would send it to are the people I hang out with every week. I know everyone they know.
And that's where you really, I think, have to think beyond that primary circle that you may have. I mean, I did send this out to 94 people, but you might not realize just how many people in your life you have like that.
And like, I want everyone to understand this because it's so important. One of the greatest hacks for finding love is to get yourself into new communities. You're in the same communities of friends every week. You know those people and you know the people they know. But imagine now there is an acquaintance you have who's sort of slightly on the outside of your circle, maybe on the outside of your comfort zone. If they invite you somewhere, guaranteed, if you go to that barbecue or if you go to that event this fall, you're going to meet an entire new pool of people that you don't know. And that's going to feel a little uncomfortable because you're going to feel like a fish out of water and you're not going to know anyone and you're not going to feel armored up the way you do when you go out with the same 5 friends and you feel like you're protected in the cocoon of friendship and you don't have to talk to anyone else. But when you say yes to someone you don't normally say yes to, you're suddenly into a different pool of people, and that's where all of the opportunities are. And I believe at its core, that's what this did for you, is it opened you up to a new pool of people you would never normally access.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, if anyone is interested in trying this experiment, we're going to go to a quick commercial break, and when we come back, Matthew's going to help you figure out how to do this and create a letter of your own. I'm here for that. We'll be right back.